For me, the whole nightmare of AIDS was, well, it was overwhelming anyway. And then I remember the talking about bringing Clause 28 into and it happening. And for me, Clause 28 was the kind of in a way, the worst of my experiences around the whole AIDS thing, in so much as, because me and Brian were politically motivated and stuff like that, and Brian was probably more aware of its impact than, say, maybe some other people, it really mentally affected Brian. It really hurt him in a way that was just so difficult to handle, because AIDS doesn't break you down physically. AIDS breaks you down mentally. It's as deteriorating in here and in here as it is here, and that's certainly what happened to Brian. And we would be up night after night, and me trying to calm Brian down, because he couldn't understand, and I couldn't understand, why a government could do this to our people at this time. And I even remember one night when it was very difficult to calm us both down, but certainly me calm Brian down, because that was my job. It was only a tiny little room, and I remember it felt like a desert of absolute isolation for us both, in the sense of, what is fucking happening to this country and to us, and what are they doing to us, and why are they doing it? And if you've ever had to bring someone out of something, it's incredibly difficult when you're in there too, because this wasn't just Brian's dilemma, it was mine. As a gay man, first and foremost, as someone who's looking after somebody who's dying a debilitating death, Brian wasn't wrong to feel isolated and hurt and wounded and raging about Clause 28. He wasn't wrong, but I somehow had to try and get him away from that, knowing he wasn't wrong, so he could live another day. But Clause 28 impacted, it impacted on all its things, but it impacted on the mental health of gay men in a way that we don't talk about, because we don't like to be political now, because Cameron gave us gay marriage. You know what I mean? They didn't just destroy well, they didn't just reenact a moment that didn't have to be reenacted. They destroyed a lot of people's heads. They destroyed my friend's head, my best friend's head. And I've said this before, I will never forgive. I mean, I'm not going to forgive them for lots of things, but I will never forgive them for that. It was, beyond punitive, beyond punishing, because it was something that wasn't seen. Everyone was fighting, it's about schools, it's about this. No, it wasn't just about schools. It was about a very intricate sense of our identities, mine and his even, that was being decimated by this horrific piece of legislation. So within all of that, it's Clause 28, which is the kind of icing on the cake, but you know what I mean. It was the gunpowder on the keg. That's what it was. That got me, because it was doing things to us as a community that was not being spoken about, and still isn't, because we've got that nice lesbian who's a Scottish Tory now. It's all lovely now, apparently. But those people are still there. They're still in that party. And the people who've changed their allegiances haven't changed their allegiances, I don't think, because they've suddenly seen the light. They've changed it because we as a community, we as a collective, have made them change their mind. Even when our people were dying, we were still powerful enough to fight back, to lobby. And it wasn't Cameron coming to his beautiful senses. That was decades of queer lobbying that we could get married. And marriage isn't my big whoop. If you want to get married, get married. It's not for me. But this suggestion that somehow they've suddenly found their way into being kind, beautiful people, I do not accept. Because because those bastards did that to us at the time when we were there, and they did it when they knew we were on our knees. It's, I mean, literally unforgivable what they did. And if you need any more, I don't know, knowledge to not vote for them, then that's it.